Okay. Really, it's about being decisive, ensure that the fault that we've located is in fact the fault, because we take major point reductions if we condemn components that are actually good. So what we're trying to do is isolate that component as much as we can, and then guarantee that it is in fact the faulted part as quickly and efficiently as possible. So as technicians, we go out and we troubleshoot the environmental control system for the nuclear weapon system, and a lot goes into that every day. So what this competition is taking the meat of that, essentially really what we're out there to do, and it's taking away all the other stress factors of making a dispatch and making sure we get to site on time and things like that, and competing against other wings to see who's got the most efficient, skilled technicians there is to troubleshoot a nuclear weapon system. So we spent the first week or so studying technical orders, going over schematics, trying to familiarize ourselves in the books so that when we run into an issue, we can kind of find where we need to head first in the troubleshooting process. And a lot of that is being efficient with the books, because if you're rifling through pages for 10 minutes, then that's 10 minutes off your time. After that, we started troubleshooting, starting with simple faults, kind of going over how to troubleshoot electrical components as efficiently as possible, and then slowly building those faults into like multiple faults in the system. Because a lot of times if we go out, it's not just one issue, because you can have a domino effect of faulted components where one will make others go bad because of the stress it puts on different parts of the system. So we've built up to multiple faults now, and that's kind of where we're at, and trying to troubleshoot that as fast as we can.
Cool.
Yeah, so the competition kind of really takes the fun part of the job, troubleshooting the system and finding out you know, how it works, and it really we learn more about the system every day. We can work on it for years and you never quite always have it figured out. So it really is the best part of the job, is troubleshooting the system. And with our day-to-day, you know, we have to prepare the trucks in the morning, figure out what site we're even going to, what problems we might run into, what parts we need to grab to fix those potential problems. Driving out there can take 3 hours or more depending on weather or road conditions. So it's different in that way, that it takes out a lot of those extra stress factors, and we can really focus on the main part of the job during the competition.
Cool.
I don't think a lot of people fully understand what we do out there, and when we're out there doing troubleshooting, like, it's just me and another team member, so nobody's really getting the full scope of the issues that we run into out there. So I think it's important for the Global Strike Challenge to kind of, like you said, showcase. I'd say I'm proud because I haven't maybe run the field as long as some other people, but I've worked really hard to kind of get my name out there and become a team chief and troubleshoot the system to the best of my abilities. So to be selected for a 2- and 3-man team to represent the base is kind of a big deal.
Sure.
So it causes us to try to work together harder, try to have a better camaraderie and teamwork, so we can work together when we're out in the field doing the real thing. So normally on a day-to-day basis, we'd have all of our equipment. We'd have to go find all of our equipment, gather it together. We'd have to, because we also don't know what's going on out there in the field until we get out there. So it could be anything. So we have to prepare for everything we can. It'll definitely be fun seeing how we work together and how well we can do. You know, because it's fun to be, you know, in a competition. So hopefully we win. The last person to compete is now one of the supervisors in our shop, and he's one of the best to have ever done it. So it's definitely an honor just to be selected. We'll be able to compare and see how we are compared to the other two bases, and if we can put our skills to the test. I think we're going to do great. We have 8 years between the three of us. We have a lot of experience. We've been trained by some of the best. Our instructors are great, so I think we have a good shot.